In a shocking case of a robbery, a 22-year-old woman fell off a local train in Mumbai after a robber stationed at one of the poles on the railway tracks hit her with a bamboo stick to steal her phone. The victim fell off the train and lost several of her fingers and her big toe. The victim is in a stable condition now, and the CSMT GRP has registered a case of attempt to murder and voluntarily causing hurt in committing robbery. The accused, who is a juvenile, has been arrested.
22-year-old Dravita Singh, who was travelling between Sandhurst and Masjid Bandar stations on a train on a rush hour time at around 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday, was hit by a rod by a standing man, a 17-year-old underage juvenile person who is the accused in the matter, and he has been detained by the police in this whole case. She was hit by this rod. Because of the impact of this rod, she fell off the train and between the tracks, and somehow she managed to save her own life by rolling over in that unconscious and dizzy state. And by this time, she had already incurred a lot of these injuries because of the fall, and she was robbed of her mobile phone. And we spoke to the family, we spoke to the doctors here at Bhatia Hospital, where I am currently standing. They are extremely traumatized. The family as well as the girl is extremely in a state of shock and traumatized post this incident. And the family who we spoke to were hoping that if there was a guard or a female guard present in that compartment at that particular day, her injury or her impact could have been saved. So far, she has lost several of her fingers as well in her hand, as well as in one of her hands, as well as in one of her foot has been imputed, and the doctors fear that tomorrow another surgery which will be conducted on her, if she develops an infection, the rest of her foot, a portion of her foot, will have to be imputed to save her leg.
The first thing we had to do was get her out of the hypovolemic shock. That is actually saving a life. And the next thing was ruling out serious injuries. So CT scan, etc., all the investigations were done. And luckily for her, there is no injury to the brain. The other thing was some crush injuries which are there on the right foot and left upper arm. At the moment, what we are trying to do is salvage the right lower limb.
वही सिग्नल नहीं मिलने के कारण वो दरवाजे पे आके फ़ोन लगाना चाह रही थी, और फ़ोन लगाते वक्त ही उसके ऊपर किसी ने बाम्बू से प्रहार किया। प्रहार करने के बाद वो, जैसा कि उसने बताया, कि वो बैठ गई। बैठने के बाद उसे चक्कर आया। चक्कर आने के बाद वो ट्रेन से गिर गई।